subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Twa, what's up, Twa?
Hey,
How you doing, Twa?
I'm well enough. How are you?
I'm good. You all right over there, dear?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Okay. And where you from, Twa?
I'm from Alabama.
Oh, what part?
I'm in Birmingham.
Birmingham. What part? I used to live in Birmingham.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
I used to live in West End.
Oh, okay, yeah, you guys know.
Yes, indeed. What part of Birmingham you in?
Easy.
Is okay. I used to be over there in the brickyard all the time.
Okay, I did not know that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I go to that Green Acres over there in Inslee. The Green Acres Chicken. That's my.
Yeah, that's the one I go to. Yeah, that one downtown ain't the same.
It really ain't. It really ain't. That one in Inslee is bussin'. But what's on your mind, dear? How are you?
Well, what's on my mind is like, I've been, I've grown up like pro-black, so I've always considered myself to be like, a woman of culture, and I'm wondering like, with all the advent of the FBA, like, what is the culture? Because for me, I'm an African American, I just said from chattel slavery. And our culture is this blues. I grew up deep in the blues, of course, Alabama.
Uh-huh.
So I'm wondering, I've heard of like, we have 44 million of us African Americans. What percentage of that is FBA?
The majority, because everybody else who's so-called African American, they come from immigrant backgrounds. Do you come from an immigrant background?
No, we are descended from transatlantic slave trade and chattel slavery, us African Americans. That is our ethnicity, but the FBA seems to be utilizing nationalism instead of ethnic culture.
No, we're talking about lineage. You
Yeah.
understand? Lineage.
Yeah, lineage is tied to our ethnicity. That shapes our unique experience. We're the only ones who descended from chattel slavery.
Right.
So we're African Americans. That is our ethnicity based on the continent of Africa and the continent of the America.
No, we're not. We're not African American.
Yes. I'm saying the FBA or not. So what percentage of y'all of the African Americans?
What's the difference between you and a foundational Black American?
Well, it seems like the foundational Black American is moving away from the ethnicity into the nationality.
What's the difference between you and a foundational Black American?
I feel choice of nationalism versus ethnic, cultural.
Those are ideologies, dear. Those are different ideologies.
Yeah, these are constructs that we are all playing in while we're in the United States.
No, but there's a lineage. A lineage has nothing to do with the ideology.
Yes, our lineage is tied to who we are genetically based on our experience from chattel slavery. Yes, that's our lineage. We descend from chattel slaves, and that is our unique ethnic experience that shapes our cultural reality. Now, our nationality as Black Americans, that is including of like all these different things, which is why we end up getting erased. But our ethnic cultural background, that is our unique experience. Like Afro-Latinos are the only Afro-Latinos. Then us African Americans are the only African Americans.
No, we're not.
But anybody else who erroneously calls themselves that, they're just wrong. They're not African Americans like us.
Okay.
But
Yes, they are.
FBA,
They're not like us. But hold on. Do you know who Myron Gaines is?
no, who's that?
Okay, he's a Sambo from the Sudan. He's a very anti-Black Arab from the Sudan. He goes on right-wing platforms and he denigrates our lineage all the time. He calls himself African American when it's convenient.
He's just erroneous. We cannot like stop being ourselves because some people are wrong about or categorizing themselves. They want to be us. Of course, they're probably calling themselves African American, but like they're not. Like only us who descend from chattel slavery are African American.
That's not true.
But the
That's not true.
FBA, the
That's
FBA is a group like the Black.
Can you hear me, dear? Hold on. Twa, can you hear me when I'm talking?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say the FBA is a group?
Well, yeah, like Black Lives Matter. It was really meant to be something that was helping us get reparations. It wasn't meant for us to identify ourselves in this way. We were always African American, but the FBA was meant to help us connect to reparations within this country. But
No.
it wasn't meant to be a marker. Like Black Lives Matter isn't our identity.
Where are
Our
you getting that
ethnicity is
from?
African American, but Black Lives Matter is what we use to fight.
Three T's. Three T's. Three T's. You're not being honest, Twa. Why are you not being? You're being dishonest, Twa. Why are you being dishonest? Now there's a red flag going on, Twa. Why are you being dishonest? You're not being honest, Twa. Something ain't right. You're not being honest, Twa. You're being deceptive. Let me stop you. And when somebody says something wrong and then just keep talking, that's kind of a red flag. And you're deliberately saying things that's incorrect. Why are you doing that, dear? Unmute your mic, Twa. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Why you're saying things that's deliberately incorrect, and then I'm talking and you keep talking. So there's a red flag there. Twa, unmute your mic, dear. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Why are you being deceptive, Twa?
Well, I'm African American. I'm not deceptive.
No, but you were saying you told a complete lie. You said Foundational Black Americans is a group like Black Lives Matter. Why'd you tell that lie? That's a blatant lie. Why'd you tell that lie?
Well, when it was created, it was there so that we can get reparation, and I was definitely in support of that. But like not to erase our ethnicity, but to simply, use it to identify ourselves as individuals and to get us the reparations in the government space. It was like political movement, but not meant to be an identifier. We're African Americans, and the government is trying to erase our ethnicity, and that's why we end up feeling erased as people who descend from chattel slavery, because our nationality is like it includes all the.
Twy, you just talking in circles. And what you just said made no sense whatsoever. You're being deceptive. I just want to see now. I want to see why you're being deceptive. What you just said didn't make sense, beloved. You're just talking in
No.
circles.
Well, race, like African American is about the continents, but Black American, that's our nationality. We're casted as Black, and then we're in the nation of the Americas. And to be honest, like when people come and immigrate here, they end up being called
Twy,
Black Americans
Twy,
because
Twy,
they immigrate.
Twy. Did you vote for the Democrats?
Are you a Republican?
I'm not. I'm not.
I'm actually like,
Did you vote for the Democrats, dear?
I mean, these things are meant to be private, but I'm not really a Democrat though, but I'm definitely not a Republican.
Is Kamala Harris an African American?
Um, well, isn't she what? Isn't she mixed with Indian? Is her father African American? I think she's bi-ethnic. She's African American and some whatever Indian ethnicity.
You voted for Kamala, didn't you?
I mean, you can guess whatever you like.
Okay, it wasn't a trick question, beloved. So
I didn't give a trick answer.
yeah, okay, yeah, you were kind of vague. Yeah, like it wasn't a gotcha. I'm just getting some clarity here because this sounds like a lot of kind of Democrat shillery talk when somebody.
Well, no, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican either, though.
Okay, but saying that Foundational Black American is a group, that's not a group you can join. Either you're born a Foundational Black American or you're not.
Well, yeah, but like Black Lives Matter, it's a group. That's what I mean. I don't mean to denigrate. I mean to say like
It's not a group.
it's not our ethnicity. It's an identifier. Yes, that's based on our lineage.
It's a
Yeah,
lineage. It's a
but
lineage.
yes,
It's a lineage. It's nothing else but a
yes,
lineage.
yes, it's a lineage. It's a group that identifies the lineage. However, our
No, it's not a no
ethnicity.
no 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 no. It's not a group because you can join or quit a group. A group has an identity. You can't quit your lineage. You can't stop being foundational.
Yes, and our ethnicity. Oh, yes, and our ethnicity is like a part of our culture. You believe in our culture, correct? Like, well, African
Okay.
American culture. That's why I meant to come up here and
You
ask. Like,
yeah, you
as
can't
I'm
stop
an African
being
American, our culture is like ironclad. What is the FBA culture when you are delineating from Africa and African American culture and African American ethnicity? Are you making a new ethnicity as FBA? Since we African Americans are, I personally want to stay in the cultural history of African Americans that descend from slavery. My ancestors and the people who came before us made a great culture. But with the FBA, what are you delineating and where are you going to? What is that new culture going to be away from our
foundations.
ethnicity?
There's no new culture. All the culture that foundational Black Americans created since the beginning of this country is foundational Black American culture. It
Yes,
comes
that's African
specifically.
American culture. You're saying you
No,
want to
no, 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 no,
re-identify
no, no,
our
no, no, no.
ethnicity?
Hold on, no, 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 no. It's not African American because there's African immigrants who don't have the same culture as us, and they're African American.
No, they are just African. They're
No,
not
that's not true.
American. We are the only
That's not
African
true. That's
Americans.
not true.
They're not African.
That's not true. African immigrants can come over here and they're African American. Why did they keep saying Barack Obama was the first African American president?
White people were simply wrong. They were
You
incorrectly
can't. Okay,
categorizing
all
them.
right. So since they're wrong, we're getting it right. Right. So they're wrong. You're absolutely right. They were wrong.
Yes,
That's
they're
why
wrong.
we're getting it right with foundational Black American. We're getting
Well,
it
we can
right.
get it right by correcting them and being smarter than
That's
them. We
that's
don't
what
have
we're
to get it
doing.
right by changing who we are and erasing our.
Who's changing what? What are we changing, dear? By acknowledging who we are without people making mistakes like you just said. You just said
Yes, we've
calling
been.
these
You're
people,
saying we're foundation.
slow down. You just said, and I completely agree with you, calling these people and comparing them and making it seem like they're of our lineage by using the catch-all African American is wrong. They keep making mistakes doing that. We cannot
Yes,
keep
they
letting
are
them, right,
wrong.
right, right. So we cannot keep promoting a mistake. We got to be very right and exact with the culture and the lineage. And the people who created American culture are foundational Black Americans, not people who are just generically African American, because that includes Obama, that includes
No,
Kamala Harris,
Obama
and
is
that includes.
never an African American.
Yes,
He
he
didn't descend from
was.
chattel slavery.
Yes, he was, ma'am. Yes, he
From
was.
Kenya, and his mom
And
is white.
he's African and American. So yes, he is African American. He ain't
I think
foundational.
no, he's not foundational. You're right. He's
Why? He
not
ain't
this
he ain't of he
foundational
ain't of the
thing.
soil. He's not from the soil.
He's
The,
Kenyan,
the
and his mom
only
is white,
people,
ain't
the
it?
only people who are from the soil from the very beginning are foundational, and that's not changing anything. That's acknowledging a group of people, a lineage that was here from the beginning, and they don't have immigrant lineage. That's all that is, right?
Okay, that's this is another distinction. Now, when I say I'm African American, I'm not these continental Africans that are claiming African American. You're correct. They are wrong. Obama and any other African or first gen, second gen, they are called African, and their ethnicity is like Yoruba or Hausa or some other ethnic kingdom. We are the only ones that are African American, and what I think people.
Yeah, just because you keep saying that here, that's just not true. Nobody honors what you're saying, ma'am. Somebody has to honor that. Now you just saying it,
It
and
is
then
honorable
no, it's not
because
being honored. Now,
continent.
see the thing, no, ma'am. If you just say stuff and nobody's honoring what you're saying, you're just babbling. What you're saying is not honored because technically,
What I'm
all
saying is honored.
no,
It
it's
is
not.
honored.
No,
The
it's not,
United
ma'am.
States.
It's not honored. That's why Barack Obama is called the first African American president. What you're saying is not honored.
The
All of these
United
immigrants,
States of
all of these
America is
immigrants,
called
all
America, but the
all of these immigrants who come over
continent is
here,
also called America.
yeah, I don't know what you're saying, man, but all of these immigrants who come here from Africa, they are technically African American. You can sit here in your bedroom and say,
You can never.
only African Americans are the ones from slavery. No, ma'am. And that's not honored anywhere. It's only honored in your bedroom
We can
among
be
yourself.
honored. We can honor it ourselves. Are you not strong? Let us fight for our ethnicity. We're the only ones who are
That's not
African
our
American,
ethnicity,
and
though. That's not we're not continental Africans. We're not continental. Have you lived in Africa?
no, that is why I'm African American. I am from the continent of Africa, but I have been native to Americas for the last 200 to 400 years due to slavery. That is why that is our unique experience. It's about the continent, not
That's not.
the United States of America. But that
Yes, it
is
is
what
about the
Black
United
American
States of
is about,
America.
the United
It,
States.
it, it
But
is about the United States of America, ma'am. If you were African, where can you go to get citizenship without immigrating in Africa?
Ghana, Benin, Nigeria,
Yeah.
Ivory Coast, Togo. You could Burkina Faso, Senegal. You can go to South Africa. These people have been reaching out to us who have.
Did you hear what I asked you? Without immigrate, you can't do all that without immigrating. You got to go through an immigration process, ma'am.
No, they're giving citizenship out because of the genocide that we experienced.
Oh God. No, ma'am. They're not giving out. You have to go through an immigration process, ma'am.
They love
Then
us and they've been reaching out to us to care for us because of the genocide that we experienced. Like they
who?
have reached out to us and offered us citizenship and it's been there. And they've also been fighting against
No, no, ma'am. Ghana, they have something called a right to abode, and you got to go through an immigration process. They're not just giving you free, easy citizenship all willy nilly. You got to go over there and show people bank statements and all types of stuff. It's not no come on back home. You got to go over there with a badge,
any
ma'am.
visa requirement normally has to show a statement that is not out of the ordinary. And it's not an it's like $200. It's
Then,
200 US dollars.
then
And it's just to
oh,
show that you can pay for yourself while you're in their city so that you can have a hotel.
then why are you
And
not? Then then
it's not a bad process. They've been fighting for
then how come you haven't taken advantage of it, dear? Why are you not over there? If that's Mama Africa and all that, how come you didn't go take advantage of it?
I would love to and I have been trying to, but the pandemic did kind of stop
The
some plans.
pandemic was 5 years ago, dear. How come you're not over there?
Well, the pandemic is still ongoing. I hope you know that we are still in COVID times. Please mask up. Please make sure
Really? So
to
you
wipe yourself
so
down.
you ain't over there, boy. Y'all have the
No, I would love to go
excuses.
to Africa and I will be
So
going to
now
Africa. I
COVID.
love
So
Africa.
you can't go because of COVID.
No, I said I couldn't go during the times that I wanted to go, but I have been making plans to go to Africa because I do love Africa. We who still read books and love our culture, we still want to go to Africa and we still connected in Pan-Africanism and African diaspora. We're all connected and us 44 million in America. I understand there's a few of y'all that are FBA. Like, that's why I was asking, like, how
No,
many
there's
of y'all is
43
it?
million who are
And what do y'all
FBA.
want to do? And what
No,
is y'all culture going to be when you
no, it's 43 million FBA. Our culture is already our culture. Our culture is the culture of the United States. That's our culture.
culture as African Americans who descend from chattel slavery? We
No,
built this
that's us.
culture. I'm
That's
saying,
found.
who are you new people as FBA?
No, 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 ma'am. The fourth T is coming. The fourth T is coming. FBA ain't new. FBAs are not new. African American is new. That's new because immigrants are African American. Foundational Black Americans are the oldest ethnic group here.
We are African Americans. We are the only African
Yeah,
Americans.
just like Barack Obama. Just like Barack Obama, dear. And yeah, our culture is blues, rock and roll, hip hop,
I
soul
love the
food. That's
blues.
all
Yeah,
foundational
that's
Black American.
us.
That's foundational Black American. No,
Blues, country, rock and roll,
that's
hip hop,
foundational
house
Black
music,
American, man.
R&B, gospel.
Mhm.
Like we invented all that rap, hip hop, trap. Like that is us. We are cultural folks. Like
That's
literally, we did.
foundational Black Americans, not
Yes,
Barack
African
Obama,
Americans.
not Barack Obama, not
Barack
none of these.
Obama
No,
was
no,
wrong.
no,
He is
no.
African.
No, it wasn't
Continental
African. But okay,
Africans
if
are not
that's
African
if it's
Americans.
African, okay, if it's
Anybody?
African, okay, hold on,
No,
hold on,
they're just
hold on.
African, and
No,
they're
no, okay, slow down. Okay, if it's African, then name the African Rakim. Name the African Beyonce. Go.
name the African Beyonce. What is
Yeah,
it?
since
Tiwa
it's African,
Savage?
since it's
Is it Tiwa
African,
Savage?
since it's who?
Is it Tiwa Savage?
Is it crack or is it
Nobody knows who
drugs?
that is.
Is it drugs? Did you say T was savage?
Yeah, that's an artist, you know, Tiwa Savage.
No, nobody know who that is.
We don't know
Lots
that.
of people know who that is. Like she's
Did you
very famous.
compare
Not
her to
us. Not in
Beyonce?
America.
Did you
You said she
compare her to
famous. Is she
Beyonce?
famous in America? I mean, she been in America a few
Did you
times,
say
but
T
she
was savage? Could you
yeah.
compare her to our artist?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily compare her to our artist, but because we are African Americans, we've been put on screen. That's part of like our abuse from chattel slavery. Like so, them and
What?
But stage babble all day.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all up in 1 second. So yeah. Where are all these artists who are comparable to our artists? T was savage. That the best you can do? Where's the foods that's comparable to our foods, ma'am?
I mean, efforiro, I mean, fufu, I mean, moi moi, I mean, pounded yam, was it egusi,
Africa.
aki,
That's
some
compared to what?
suya.
What food do we have that tastes like that?
I mean, we got what? We got collard greens and neck bones and ham hocks. We got like pork and
That don't
brains.
taste
We
like
got
none of
mac
that.
and cheese.
That don't
We
taste like
got
none of that food.
yams. Like, yeah, it do. And it's
No,
really
it don't.
based off that. We got jambalaya that's like they jollof. Like, we got, what's it, dirty rice. We got boudin. We got a whole bunch of other stuff. Like,
Man,
you're
you're African.
literally
You're African immigrant, dear. You're an
No, I
African
am no.
immigrant.
I
You're an
descend from
African
chattel
immigrant.
slavery. Like
You're an
they
African.
not African American. They
You're
just the African. Like
you're an African immigrant, ma'am.
not. I'm not.
You're an African immigrant, ma'am. Let's stop. You come from an African immigrant family, ma'am. Let's stop because yeah,
I'm
you
just now.
you come from an African
I
immigrant
read
family,
books. I go to
beloved.
museums.
You come from an African immigrant family. You've told way too many lies up here, and you're talking about that food compares to ours. You're an African immigrant. Let me get Dan. Let me get brother Dan in here. This girl is an African damn immigrant. Dan, what's up, brothers? You're African, dear. You're continental African. But go
Yeah, I
ahead,
think
Dan.
yeah, I think all the sage she's burning is starting to mess with her head. Like just because you repeat the same lie doesn't make it the truth.
Also, shout out to Africa. I love everybody. Peace.
Congratulations. So you should go visit sometime, like I have. But when we had these people, and I'm so happy that we're on TikTok now correcting the misinformation. The term African American wasn't popularized until like the late '80s. Up until then, when you do your lineage, those of you have checked, you will see Black and Negro on birth certificates. You do not see African American. They literally co-opted. They literally did that as an erasure term. What you see now is us correcting that. When people say foundational Black American, we're speaking to the culture, the lineage, the whole nine. These people don't share our culture, they don't share our lineage. And what happens is they realize that if we, the Democrats, because that was Democratic shield, sage Babel talk, what they realize is if we are very specific about our lineage and our group, I mean, our lineage and our heritage, that it prevents them from co-opting our talking points and our terms with people who are not from our lineage. There's no way in hell Barack Obama would have made it as far as he did if it wasn't under the term of flat blackness and he was adjacent to Chicago. That's the only reason why he won, and he had a foundational Black American wife. Now, what you're trying to see, what they're doing now is like Flex said earlier. They were very angry about what happened in the last election with Kamala Harris. And we pointed out that she was not foundational Black American. She was lying about her heritage. She said that her maid was her grandma or something like that. So she had no Black at all. And then she tried to come out and say, "Oh, there's the family you're born into. There's the family you choose." See, and that's that deceptive nonsense they do. They try to be closer to us. Also, the guy that was up here earlier talking about the Haitians from Ohio and stuff like that. That is also a Democratic shield. What they're doing is they're trying to test and see how they can kind of integrate into these conversations without being detected to try to spin the conversation away from what we're going
Right.
to. That's a disruptive they do. That's the whole thing with the Monoleo chick. You literally take the term Sulan and you say, "Sexy Sulan, Black American Princess." Now, that's a callback to Babs by Halle Berry. The beginning of the song is like, okay, she's talking about things we've been talking about. Now, she's clearly been in our spaces listening to what we said. If you went to her interview on the Breakfast Club, what she said was, "Oh, I did research on it, and I can see why people are upset, but I want to represent unity." Right there on the website, on the website where the term Sulan is, if you did your research, it tells you this is not Pan-Africanism. It refers to Pan-Africanism as vampirism, literally the opposite of a good thing. So for her to take that term and bastardize the point and try to push it out to the world, that's a problem. And that's why we're seeing the pushback. So we have to be careful with these tricks they pull. There was another lady who came up with a song. She was Mississippi. She was like Reparations. And we're not talking about no dollars. That was the first thing she
Right.
said. That's a lie. We are definitely talking about dollars. So you just gotta be careful with that family. And that's all I want to say. Appreciate it, Flex.
My man, thank you so much, Dan. Thank you. Yeah, and she left. She got up out of here, by the way. Let me tell y'all something. That girl was a damn African ass immigrant. That's an African immigrant, ladies and gentlemen. She's an African immigrant. And they're being very deceptive. They're coming in these spaces deliberately trying to muddy the water. Now, again, I always tell y'all, family, if a person lies about one thing, they'll lie about something else. Always remember that. She got caught in several lies. If they lie or be deceptive about one thing, they will lie and be deceptive about other things. Okay? And I knew something was going on with, listen, let me tell you something. She's down in Birmingham. I used to live in Birmingham. I know what Birmingham accents sound like. She don't have one. People in Birmingham, there's different accents in Birmingham. She ain't got one. All right. Her family, they're immigrants. They come from an immigrant background family. I know a Birmingham accent. I'm very good. And she ain't got no damn Birmingham accent. Okay. Most likely a Liberian. Because when she said, she kept, look at the word she kept saying, well, I got descendants from slavery that go back here 200 years. You saw that? Watch the deceptive wordplay. They'll when they say something a certain way, well, yeah, I got descendants who go back in slavery here in America. That's a Liberian. A lot of Liberians say that. Okay, most likely she's Liberian. Then when she start naming off all of that damn African food, oh, that's that woman. That's a damn tether. That's a tether. And then try to compare it to the food that we have. Tether. That right there. Let me know she was a tether. That let me know she was a tether. You understand? So these folks are trying to really be very deceptive. We got to watch these people. That's why she kept, I want to use the term African American, but Barack Obama is African American, but they were wrong. They wrong when they say that. Only the people who deliver, oh, no, okay, now you just talking. And then when she say something and just keep talking fast, I'm telling y'all the red flags. They start lying, and when people start talking, I'm like, hey, hold on, let me get you to elaborate. And they just keep talking. That's another tether tactic. They'll say some bullshit and then just start fast talking. That's why I kept telling them, ma'am, you're sounding very deceptive right now. Why are you being deceptive? No, because see, when the Africans and our people had went over here, and there's boats. See, America, you know how America work, right? And ma'am, you babbling. What are you babbling about? Well, Foundation Black America, that's like a group, like the Black Panthers and Black Lives Matter. Why did you tell that lie? What kind of lie is that? When she told that lie, everything else was nullified for me. Everything was nullified for me. I don't believe nothing she said. We got to watch these damn tethers. We got to watch them. You see? When they tell a blatant lie like that, that's tether talk. Brother Leo, what's up, fam?
All y'all got it right, man. They're trying to get ahead of the delineation movement. They're flooding all these people on this app, people like that aren't actually from where they're saying they're from, and just saying all these talking points, these scripted talking points that don't make sense. Like you said, the Black Lives, she's trying to misconstrue or compare the Black Lives Matter movement with FBA when that's the whole organization and a slogan, and it's not a terminology for our ethnicity. She's trying to force the term African American on us. I'm going to keep it a bean. I'm going to be real. I've always called myself Black since I was 5 years old. The only time I called myself an African American is when they forced me to do it on paperwork.
Wow.
And if she was really like of the lineage she said, her parents and her grandparents probably said the same thing that she's trying to say with what is FBA? Well, in the 80s, when the people were forcing the African American term, they were like, what the hell is African American? I don't call myself African American. If she's really of the lineage, 9 times out of 10, her grandma did not tell her that. That was through movies and all this other stuff, and school and institutions forcing that African American thing on us, right?
Yeah.
So, and another thing is, like, people need to understand that there are already Aboriginal people here, and not all of us was in bondage or part of American child slavery. Some of our ancestors were free. You need to put all these things into like context, understand like we're just not American child slavery isn't synonymous with Africa, right? Yes. Everything that we built here is unique to this soil and unique to this country, and that's all we're saying. Trying to attribute everything that we built to Africa is highly annoying and frustrating. Yes. Right? Everything that we built, all the innovations, the 50,000 patents to 100,000 patents worth of inventions, was made in American soil, and it's from America. And now they make these new institutional books that are trying to attribute all of our innovations and inventions to Africa just for the sole fact that we're melanated people, and that's completely inaccurate and it's wrong. We are a North American ethnic group of people. Right? There's no other place on the planet where you're going to find ethnic Black Americans in this world except for in the United States of America. Right? You have to be born on the continent, born in a tribe, or your parents have to be so to be considered a continental African. We've built our tribes. We built our lineage here in North America. That is politically incorrect to be calling us Africans. We're not African people. We're Black American people. We're FBA, so on and so forth, and or Aboriginal, whatever you want to call yourself. But we are of a North American ethnic group here in the United States, and everything that we built, everything that we touched and created on this soil is from this country as well.
My man. Thank y'all so much. Everybody, y'all follow my brother Leo, man. Y'all follow Leo right here, family, because Leo be cooking on here, man. Y'all follow brother Leo. Thank you, brother. But yeah, man. Yeah, she's selling the soap, selling the Pan-African soap. They're not offering you just can't walk up in them African countries without going through any type of immigration process. Over there in Ghana, they got something called a right to abode, and it's only a couple of hundred people that they let over there. You understand? They had a big ceremony basically to try to drive tourism. They're not letting us come over there all willy-nilly like that. In the Sierra Leone, they got something called a heritage naturalization for people of African ancestry, but you got to include some damn investments. You got to bring like $100,000. You understand? You got to bring a bag in some of these places. It ain't like you can just go over there and, hey, look, I'm of African descent and I just come on through. You got to go through a process. Let's get Miss Cece in here. Miss Cece wanted to come up. Miss Cece?
Hey, Tariq, how you doing?
Hey, beloved, how are you?
I'm good. I'm so glad I found your page because you're very intelligent. I wanted to say that.
Thank you, beloved.
First of all, I want to say FBA is in your DNA. If you are FBA in your lineage, whereas mine, my great grandmother and on back, they were never slaves. They are indigenous from the Blackfoot tribe. And I know this, and I have a picture of my grandmother going back 8 generations. She was a seamstress. She's standing in the doorway of a house, a slave house, I take it.
Yes.
Anyway, she had a 4-digit number on her dress to prove that whenever she was going to and from this, her job, so to speak, she was free. And then whenever she got stopped, they didn't have to stop her because they could see that she had a number on her dress to prove that she was not a slave. And on top of that, slaves never interact with free people. They
Yes.
did not. They did not interact, and free people were skilled labor, and they were never slaves.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you so much, Cece. I'm gonna get some more people in here. Thank you so much. Yo, Liz in here giggling. It's a dude. Liz, well, Mr. Larry, whatever your name is, unmute your mic, bro. You in here catfishing people under a fake account, bro? It's a damn dude with a chick profile. Yo, Liz, unmute your mic, dude.
Hello.
Dude, if you don't stop with this fake voice, what's up, Larry? Unmute your microphone. Hi, this dude, this is catfish page where he pretends to be a biatch. If you don't stop, this dude put on a fake voice. Dude, get your man voice back on here, dude. Get back in here, Larry. But these dudes be doing the most. This kind of dudes on here. Larry, get on in here.
What are you talking about?
Larry, why are you in here trying to catfish? Do you use this page to get money?
No, I just want to know what you're talking about.
Well, we talking about how you up here selling bussy or something using a fake page and a fake voice. That's sad, brother.
You're sad. Black people are shit.
Okay, dude, you sound like a musty Elmo. Stop it. Okay, stop it. Okay, get your ass out of here. This dude, a sassy Elmo, up here trying to catfish. That's supposed to be your woman voice? That sounds horrible. All right, let's get on. What's his brother's? What's your name, brother? Zon?
Zon,
What's up, brother Zon? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I just had a couple of things. I just want to thank you for your content and for your movies. really helped me dig into like my family and my heritage because I'm FBA, but you want to make sure there's no immigrants in your family and stuff like that. So I wanted to thank you for that.
Yes,
And
sir.
then I wanted to get your thoughts on how you feel about everybody trying to co-opt the reparations movement. You got the song. I tagged you on the song on Twitter. I think he was talking about it earlier, that reparations song, and then the Monoleo song. Like it seems like, and then the Isaac Bryan, the Democrats. It's like everybody's trying to co-opt the reparations movement. Like, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's deeper than that, man. Not only are they trying to co-opt reparations movement, they're trying to co-opt our lineage now. It's getting deeper than that. People are trying to straight up co-opt our lineage. That's why we got to gatekeep now more than ever. As you see, they're trying to claim our lineage and backdoor their way into our lineage so that they can undermine it. Just like with old girl, the African immigrant Twa girl, the way she had disrespect for our lineage. See, they're doing that as a form of disrespect. You want to co-opt something so that you can destroy it from within and then erase it. So that's why it's our job to not let that happen. You understand? It's deep. It's real deep. And we're going to see a lot of that. Now that we're standing on lineage business, we're going to see a lot of these deceptive people coming in, trying to do the Trojan horse thing to undermine and dissolve and dilute our lineage by disrespecting us, disrespecting our ancestors, lying, being conniving. This is why we have to delineate, man. That's one of the reasons why we have to delineate. Yeah? We got to be careful. We got to watch these people. Let me see, who is this? Let's get my gridiron face. Hop on, sir. All right. Boy, they're trying to backdoor this shit. Boy, they've been trying to backdoor this thing heavy. All right, gridiron face. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq? What's going on with you, brother?
I'm
What's
good,
good
man.
with
How
you?
are you?
Oh, I'm good, man. You know, Bernard King here. Got my little football podcast going. I've been trying to reach you on X and everything. So I've been checking you out and all that good stuff and everything like that, man. So, nice to chat with you and everything. Just listen to all the good news you got for foundational Black Americans. Let me get
No
that
doubt.
correct.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. What city you in, by the way, brother?
I'm in Atlanta, man. ATL 404,
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'll be out there in Atlanta pretty soon, man. But respect to you, man. Respect to the family. Thank you so much, brother. Let's get them. Eden. Miss Eden. Hop on, Eden. Miss Eden. Miss Eden in the building. Miss Eden. Waiting on Eden to pop on up. Waiting on Eden to pop on up. And we got one of our riders right here. We got the legendary Cyber Regina from Twitter. What's up, Cyber Regina?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you, beloved. How are you?
I don't know how to.
Do you
Oh,
have on
good. I didn't
headphones?
know. I don't even know how to work. I don't even know how to work this TikTok from this end. I've been on for a little while, but I'm not really sure how to work it.
Oh, well, we can hear you. Do you have on headphones or something?
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay. Okay.
So I guess if you could hear me, yeah. So yeah, I've been getting my beauty sleep lately, so I haven't been able to catch up with you. But when I'm traveling, I'm back in my traveling phase, so
Okay.
I can catch up with you. But it's been very very interesting you on TikTok, and I'm glad that you did go on TikTok. But
Yeah.
just 2 points that people need to understand. First of all, African American was codified by a Chinese congresswoman named Grace Cheng. Grace Mink from New York, who wrote a bill to change our identity from on the federal level from Negro and this includes all of our records from Negro to African American was signed by Barack Obama. So stop with the African American. It has nothing to do with us, and we have to get that change.
What was her name
The
again?
other
What's her name?
Grace Ming. She's from New York. Meng. Grace Ming, and the bill is 4238.
Cool. Go ahead, sis.
42 HR 4238. So that's another thing, and they can't move anything in this country unless they include us
Yeah.
and go behind us and our legacy and our lineage. And the other thing is we do have, I would say, African ancestry, We have Native American ancestry, but the real thing that they're really jealous about is our European ancestry and the fact that we have European names. First of all, in Africa, I'm just amazed that why did the Europeans give us their names, but they never gave it to the Africans?
Mm, mm.
And I think that's what they're jealous about. They never gave them their names. So we can track our lineage way back to the 1200s because it goes from here, you start going back by name. And because of the British system, they kept records. And also, what you've talked about is the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church takes records. Every baptism, every confirmation goes back to Rome. So we have records, we have verifiable records that they can't change.
Mhm.
And that's where the jealousy comes from, and that's why they're upset. And they know we're rising, they know we're awake, and they're afraid.
Mm.
That's what I think, what's going on.
There it is. Thank you so much, Cyber
But I'm
Regina. Y'all need to follow Cyber Regina, by the way. Follow that good sister because she cooks. All right, let's get hold on, Black Rage, Evil Doer. Let's get some of these names in here. Black Rage.
Oh, damn. Yo, I'm sorry about that. I pushed it up by accident, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right. All right. All right. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Everybody come on in. Y'all throw some gifts up there. We got over 500K likes in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We got over 500,000 likes. We are in here deep, having a great conversation, by the way, and it's all gravy. Let me get a couple of more folks in here. All right. And by the way, we got an event at the Hidden History Museum, November 11th. Everybody need to come on down. It's going to be the hilarious Harvest Hangout. And we got a lot of great comics, complimentary food. It's going to be a vibe. And it's happening in a couple of weeks. I want to see your face in the place. And you can get in on that at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Get your tickets. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Get your tickets early because we were super duper packed last time. Get your tickets early. All right, let's get Ryan Vincent. Let's try him. Ryan Vincent in the building. Ryan Vincent in the building. Shout out to Nikki the God. Okay, Ryan, are you in here, brother? Okay, Ryan ain't saying nothing. Let's try Evil Doer. Evil Doer. What's going on, Mr. Evil Doer? Raise y'all hand if y'all want to get in. I'm gonna look at people in the chat. Evil Doer, what's up, brother?
Nothing, brother. How you doing, man? I just want to say there's only one of you, man, and the Tethers are mad
Yeah.
because they don't have a Tariq Nasheed.
Nah.
I just want to
Yeah.
I want to say thank you, man. Thank you. I've been following you forever. Thank you. I can't wait for Hidden Color 6.
Yes.
I respect you. I'm with you 100%. I'm
My man.
FBA all the way.
My brother, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Doer. My brother. Let's get Ray. Ray, you in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little janky, Ray.
No, I got the trucker headset on, man. You should hear me good, cuz.
Yeah, the reception is bad. I have to get you on a little later. Porties, let's get Porties in here.
What's up, though? Just coming through. Shout out to the FBA family, man. I just wanted to say, appreciate you for making that commonality with the indigenous people and my FBA family, man. I'm all up and through there, down through Alabama, Louisiana, all that, man. I love y'all. Keep it up. I'm about to mute down and keep gifting, man.
No doubt, man. Thank you so much, brother. Y'all keep giving the gifts there. Yeah, but the brother, he kind of made a good point. The brother Evildoer made a good point with the Tether class. They don't have a Tariq Nasheed. They don't have nobody that will stomp for their lineage and their ethnic groups like that. They don't have that because everybody's fleeing. They ain't got nobody that will defend their ethnic group and really stand on business because a lot of it, it's hard to, let me tell you why. It's hard to defend something that you done fled from. You know what I'm saying? That's the part right there. If you flee from something, You sitting up trying to sell the soap to other people, it sounds crazy. That's why when they come to us talking about how great everything is over there and how they got it popping and how we all African and we all really Nigerian, we all this, well, damn it. The first thing, how come your ass ain't over there? Because when I speak on FBA business, I'm right here up in FBA business, 10 toes down. You understand? That's what's killing them. Whenever we talk FBA business, we can actually stand on it. You understand? We can point to the culture and show you why it's globally great and globally respected. We can show you our music. We can show you our jazz, our hip hop, our R&B. We can show that to you. And then when they try to flip back and say, well, that is African, like that girl said, okay, well, who's your African artist comparable to Beyonce and Rakim and all of these other foundational Black American greats? And if you haul off and say some shit like Tiwa Savage, okay, you make yourself look dumb. That woman said Tiwa damn Savage. Please. Come on. Really? So yeah, we can actually stand on what we say. That bothers people because they always come over and do the Prince of Zamunda. They always come over popping their collar, talking all this, and then we've been over there. We see what really goes on. No disrespect. We're not trying to disrespect, but don't try to sell us the soap. That's what we're saying. Don't try to sell us the soap. All right, let's get Yo Mo Unique. All right. So that's the thing. They don't really have anybody to point to.
Mo
Popularity.
Unique.
Oh yeah, hey Terry.
So
How you doing,
that's the
Mo?
thing. They don't really have anybody to point
Oh,
to.
the reception is bad, Mo.
Mo Unique.
Oh yeah, hey Terry. It's
How
a
you doing,
it's a
Mo?
it's a
Okay,
delay.
the reception, Mo. The reception is horrible, dear. Let's try it again, okay? That reception is horrible. All right. Very bad reception. It's too much stuff going on. But yeah, they don't really have anybody who can stand on their lineage business and really make it a thing like we're doing because everybody's trying to leave. And if you're trying to leave and everybody's hopping on inner tubes and doing what the hell they can to get the hell up out of there, yeah, you selling the soap ain't gonna work. Just like the earlier caller with the Jamaican dude trying to talk about how we the riders, we the warriors. Really? You over here warrioring over here. Really? You the warrior? You over here, brother. And yeah, that island was an island that they were using to buck break people. Come on now. No disrespect. And I love my Jamaicans. I'm cool with Jamaicans, but damn, we're not gonna sit here lying. Yeah, you start sounding crazy. Yeah? Even the Maroons over there in Jamaica, we're gonna be real. They start making deals with the damn British to turn in other people. That's not a warrior. Those are the sellouts. Y'all made deals to turn in runaways. Well, that's not warrior. Our Maroons didn't do that. We never made no treaty deals with these people. That's why we still have open justice claim. We can turn up. Yeah, you ain't got no paperwork on us saying that we gotta comply and go along and there's some money that ran out and the treaty expired. No. We ain't like that. We ain't like that. We still turn up. You know? Yeah, those our Maroons weren't working with the British or the English to return runaways. We didn't play that. We turned up and stayed up. We turned up and stayed all the way up. Yeah, we never took no plea deals. Real talk. That's what I'm saying. All these other groups with their quote unquote treaties. If you doing a treaty and you ain't got no real military power, you made a plea deal. You'd have made a plea bargain to undermine folks. And part of that plea is to undermine people. That's why some of these red tribes, these red natives, part of some of their deals was to turn in runaway enslaved foundational Black Americans. The Cherokee. That's why you see a lot of them connected to the Confederates. A lot of these red tribes a lot of them were connected to the Confederates. Yeah, come on now. They made these little janky deals. Yeah, we didn't make deals. We didn't do that. We didn't make no plea bargains with these folks. We stayed up. Yeah, you ain't got no little community of sellouts among foundational Black Americans. The Maroons in Jamaica, that was a community of sellouts. That was a community that they wouldn't mess with because they knew that community would sell everybody out. So they made a little treaty with them and left them alone, but because they would turn in runaways. We never had no shit like that. We've never had that. You understand? Come on. That's why everybody come over here to us for safety and protection. Let's get real here. All right? Let's get up to, we're almost at 600K. Everybody hit the likes. We're almost at 600 likes, 600,000 likes. That's a great thing. Everybody hit the hearts. Hit the hearts and put the gifts up, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost at 600,000 likes and hearts. So everybody hit those hearts. Let's get up to that 600K and everybody throw some gifts in. That'll be great. Let's throw some gifts up there. Let me shout y'all out real quick. Perry, Liz, Mayat Order. All right. Portees in the building. All right. We are not, let me see. Let's get this brother here. What's his name? What's his name? What's your name, brother? I can't see what your name is. All right, let's get Zaza. Let's get Zaza in the building. Miss Zaza?
That was an accident. Shit.
Oh. Were you asleep over there, Zaza? Zaza? Okay, she's trying to whisper. Her dude is asleep. Well, let me get her. I don't want him to roll over and punch her. Okay, sorry about that, Zaza. We don't want you to get jumped on. I think her dude heard a man's voice, and I heard some activity in there. So I hope she's safe. Just bob and weave, all right? Bob and weave. Don't let him punch you in your eye. Okay. Okay. I hope she's okay. She got very quiet. She's trying not to wake up Leonard. He got to get up early to work construction, and he heard a man's voice. So yeah, she got real scared. She started tiptoeing. So I hope she's gonna be okay. All right. I pray for her. Okay. Okay. Let's say she was watching Waiting to Exhale. Yeah, she got real quiet. She started trying to hold her breath. Like, oh shit, I done woke this nigga up. Oh Lord. Who had? I hear a man voice. Who that is you on the phone with? Nobody, baby. That's Tariq doing a live. Tariq ain't doing no live. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. The hell you talking about? You play me. You think I'm a fool? You think I'm a fool? That's what you doing when I'm at work? No, baby. No, it's Tariq. That ain't no goddamn Tariq. Tariq ain't even on TikTok. Come on, baby. She's gonna get kicked. She's gonna show up tomorrow with some of her bundles missing. I hope she's gonna be all right. We might have to find her a little shelter. So, ladies, give me the number for a women's shelter. All right, because I think she might be getting jumped on right now. Oh, we don't want that. He's in there punching. Oh, hey, who is that? Don't you poking me in my eye? Come on, he boinging her ass. Woman, I'll kill your ass. Hey, with me. All this rent I pay? Come on. You gonna play with me? I'm taking care of these kids. They ain't even my kids. All right. Lord, man. I hope she's gonna be all right. All right. Let me see. Who we got? Who we got? Okay, well, it's getting a little late. Let me get one more good one. Y'all raise your hand. Let me just have y'all do this. You all right over there, Zaza? Za, you good, dear? Okay, I think now her dude. You all right? Okay, Za, okay. Zaza said she's all right. Okay, I was about to Google a women's shelter for you, just in case you needed a little place to stay. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to find a little shelter called Loving Fist, the Loving Fist Women's Shelter, to get you up out of there. We're going to find something to get you up out of there. So, yeah, if you need some help, I call Loving Fist, okay, to get you to safety. All right. You know, the women's shelters always got them real weird names. Yeah, Lord, they always got some weird ass name. The Belt of Jesus Women's Shelter. Yeah, we can call the Belt of Jesus. If we need to call the Belt of Jesus Women's Shelter, we can do that to get you to safety. Yeah, we don't want nothing to happen to you. Oh God. Yeah, the Loving Fist Community Center. Right. We don't, oh goodness. Yeah. Say the fist that fight back. Somebody said the fist that fight back. Yeah, we can get you to the Bob and Weave Women's Shelter. Yeah, I think the Bob and Weave Women's Shelter is probably open around this time. So I can look up the number for the Bob and Weave Women's Shelter to get you right. So yeah, we don't want you to get hurt. So oh God. So you just let us know, Zaza, if everything cool. I'll call the Bob and Weave Women's Shelter to make sure they can get somebody over there to you to get you to safety. Somebody said belt ass. That's cold blooded. Oh man. All right. Anyway, let me get up out of here, man. Y'all got us doing all types of stuff in here. All right. Okay. Listen. Look. Oh, shout out to we got over 600K hearts in here. That's all love, man. That's all love. Listen, everybody, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Get your tickets to join me at the Hidden History Museum Saturday, November 15th for the hilarious Harvest Hangout. We got so many great comedians coming. We got complimentary food, great music, great mingling. You want to meet great people, meet phenomenal people, meet some professional black folks, man. Good looking. Oh, we had so many fine sisters up there last time. Oh, we had some beautiful sisters in there last time. Oh, we had the honeys up in there. If you have not been to the Hidden History Museum, it is a vibe, ladies and gentlemen. It is definitely a vibe. So get your ticket. Hold on. Ricky said the Roper Dope Recovery Center. Wait a minute, Rick. That's too far. Ricky said the women's shelter is the Roper Dope Recovery Center. That's too far now. We're taking it too far. We're not going to send her to the Roper Dope Recovery Center. That's too much. Everybody goes, not the drop kick drop off center. Wait, who said the drop kick drop off center? Wait a minute. Y'all are taking it too far. Wait a minute. That's being insensitive. Oh, God. Anyway, y'all go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com, ladies and gentlemen. Hiddenhistorymuseum.com. HiddenHistoryMuseum.com. Get your tickets, man. Let me get out of here. Y'all gonna have me on here clowning all night. All right, y'all. I'm up out of here, man. Y'all be good. Follow me on here if you're not following me. Y'all be good.
If you're looking for a festive night out with real energy, pull up to the Hilarious Harvest Hangout at the Hidden History Museum on Saturday, November 15th at 7 p.m.
This is not your regular comedy show. We're talking live comedy, culture, and straight up good vibes inside one of the most unique venues in Los Angeles. Hosted by Tariq Nasheed and Dwan B, featuring comedy heavy hitters Chris Spencer, Daphne Springs, Mario Hodge, and more surprise guests in the building.
You don't want to miss this. Complimentary dinner is included, so come eat good, laugh hard, and connect with real people.
So we want to see you in the building. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com to get your tickets now. That's hiddenhistorymuseum.com.